everybody. We are live. I'm not feeling good tonight, but I powered through though. I put in a full day of good hard work, and I come home and done my workouts. I'm just getting a little bit of a cold, a little bit of a grunge, and so we're just gonna do like one short chapter again, or one or two maybe. We got 36 through 38 here, but we're probably just gonna do 36 on the live. We'll see. I'm tired and I just ain't feeling too good tonight. I'm ready to go to bed. I got to get up at 5:45 in the morning. Hey, what's up, bro? There you are. Hey, what's up, Ethan? And thanks for joining in tonight. Maybe my boys, Spencer and Colby, can make it here in just a minute. We already got one like and two people in here. We'll give it just a second and let some more people get in. Hope y'all had a good Monday, had a good hard working Monday, and put some good work in. Alright, so there's what we're doing. If you're just joining in, we're doing our 1 year Bible read. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you see, and we'll jump right in this thing. We're going to be in Genesis 36 starting out. Esau's family. I'll let you take it over.
This is the account of the family line of Esau, that is Edom. Esau took his wives from the women of Canaan, Adah, daughter of Elon the Hittite, and
While you figuring that out, I'm gonna say something to Colby. He said we're here 4:30 sharp in the morning. That's rough, boy. That's rough, man. I feel for you. I got up out of bed this morning at about 5:15 and just didn't want to get up at all. I slept on to about 5:30 or 5:45 and finally got my butt up. All right, go ahead, babe.
Oholibamah, daughter of Anah, and granddaughter of Zibeon the Hivite, also Basemath, daughter of Ishmael and sister of Nebiah. Adah bore Eliphaz to Esau, Basemath bore Reuel, and Oholibamah bore Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These were the sons of Esau who were born to him in Canaan. Esau took his wives and sons and daughters and all the members of his household, as well as his livestock and all his other animals and all the goods he had acquired in Canaan, and moved to a land some distance from his brother Jacob. Their possessions were too great for them to remain together. The land where they were staying could not support them both because of their livestock. So Esau, that is Edom, settled in the hill country of Seir. This is the account of the family line of Esau, the father of the Edomites in the hill country of Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Esau's wife Adah, and Reuel, the son of Esau's wife
Basemath.
The sons of Eliphaz: Taman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Esau's son Eliphaz also had a concubine named Timnah, who bore him Amalek. These were grandsons of Esau's wife Adah. The sons of Reuel: Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These were grandsons of Esau's wife Basemath.
I'm going to stop you real quick. I'm going to comment back to some of these. Google account GS2DC said, God bless you and your family. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. And Colby said, thank y'all for coming on tonight, regardless of how I'm feeling, right? Hey, you got to put your feelings aside. I just got a little bit of a grunge and cold coming on, and I just ain't feeling good. I'm tired, but I still wanted to get on here and try to do something for y'all tonight, because I know it's been a little bit again, and we're supposed to be doing these every night. So you're welcome, Colby. I appreciate it. My buddy Ethan said I got to wake up at 4:30 sharp tomorrow for baseball training for my rec team. Hey, get it, man. Get it while you can, for sure. Hope y'all have a good, safe training day.
The sons of Esau's wife Aholibamah, daughter of Anah and granddaughter of Zibeon, whom she bore to Esau, Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These were the chiefs among Esau's descendants. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau, chiefs Teman, oh my goodness, Omar,
Oh, you're fine.
Zepho, Kenaz, Korah, Gatam, and Amalek. These were the chiefs descended from Eliphaz in Edom. They were grandsons of Ada. The sons of Esau's son Ruel, something like that.
I think that sounds right.
Chiefs Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These were the chiefs descended from Reuel in Edom. They were grandsons of Esau's wife Basmath. The sons of Esau's wife, oh my goodness, Aholibamah, chiefs Jehush, Jalam, and Korah. These were the chiefs descended from Esau's wife,
Oholibamah.
daughter of Anah. These were the sons of Esau, that is Edom, and these were the chiefs. These were the sons of Seir the Horat, who were living in the region. Latan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishon. These were sons of Seir and Edom, were Horat chiefs. The sons of Lotan, oh my goodness, Hori and Hamam. Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shabal, Alvin, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Anam. The sons of Zibeon.
Did you say you had the Old Testament or the New Testament?
In the Old Testament.
Okay, because I was gonna say, yeah, mine looks a little bit different on all that, but it's still, yeah, just as tough. Yeah.
And Anah, this is the Anah who discovered the hot springs in the desert while he was grazing the donkeys of his father Zibeon. The children of Anah, Dishon and Aholibamah, daughter of Anah. The sons of Dishon, Hamdah, Eshban, Ithran, and Keran. The sons of Ezer, Bilhan, Zalban, and Akan. The sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. These were the Horat chiefs, Latan, Shabal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These were the Horat chiefs according to their divisions in the land of Seir.
Good job, good job. I know it was tough to get through all those
still
names.
Have more.
Oh yeah, but
okay, ready?
Update us where you're at. We're in 36. We're in Genesis 36:31.
These were the kings who reigned in Edom before any Israelite king reigned. Bela son of Beor became king of Edom. His city was named Nineveh. When Bela died, Jobab son of Zerah and Bozrah succeeded him as king. When Jobab died, Husham from the land of the Temanites succeeded him as king. When Husham died, Hadad son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, succeeded him as king. His city was named Avith. When Hadad died, Samlah from Mazrekah succeeded him as king. When Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the river succeeded him as king. When Shaul died, Baalhanan,
Baalhanan,
son of Achbor, succeeded him as king. When Baalhanan, son of Achbor, died, Hadad succeeded him as king. His city was named Po.
Yeah, Po, something. Po.
And his wife's name was Mehetabel. daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. These were the chiefs descended from Esau by name according to their clans and regions: Timnah, Alva, Japheth, Aholibama, Elah, Elha, El, Elah, Penan, Kenaz, Teman, Mibzar, Magdiel, and Aram. These were the chiefs from Edom according to their settlements in the land they occupied. This is the family line of Esau, the father of the Edomites.
If any of you guys know how to pronounce any of these names and stuff, feel free to comment a video or something of the pronunciation of them, and because that would help out a lot. We're going to do our own research and kind of maybe look up a few here and there, but yeah, there's definitely a lot to unpack there. All right, we'll continue on just a little bit further. Let's go ahead and jump into 37, and we may just do like maybe down to like 14 or 14 to 18, somewhere around in there. But then we'll kind of wrap it up.
This is when Joseph was sold. Like Joseph and the coat of many colors. You know that story? See?
No.
Oh.
Wait, the Joseph of many what?
Joseph and the coat of many colors.
The coat of many colors?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never even really heard of that.
Oh. Well, that's what this story is.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if I had some more context or something, but...
Jacob. Ready?
Yeah, tell us where we're at.
37.
Yep, Genesis 37.
Okay. Jacob lived in the land where his father had stayed, in the land of Canaan. This is the account of Jacob's family line. Joseph, a young man of 17, was tending the flocks with his brothers, the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives, and he brought their father a bad report about them. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons because he had been born to him in his old age, and he made an ornate robe for him. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of them, they hated him and could not speak a kind word to him. Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him all the more. He said to them, "Listen to the dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field when suddenly my sheaf rose and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered around mine and bowed down to it." His brothers said to him, "Do you intend to reign over us? Will you actually rule us?" And they hated him all the more because of his dream and what he had said. Then he had another dream, and he told it to his brothers. "Listen," he said, "I had another dream, and this time the sun and the moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." When he told his father as well as his brothers, his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream you had? Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow down to the ground before you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Now his brothers had gone to graze their father's flocks near Shem, and Israel said to Joseph, "As you know, your brothers are grazing the flocks near Shem. Come, I am going to send you to them." "Very well," he replied. So he said to him, "Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks, and bring word back to me." Then he sent him off from the valley of Hebron. When Joseph arrived at Shem, a man found him wandering around in the fields and asked him, "What are you looking for?" He replied, "I am looking for my brothers. Can you tell me where they are grazing their flocks?" "They have moved on from him," the man answered. "I heard them say, 'Let's go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brothers and found them near Dothan, but they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them they plotted to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they said to each other. "Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns, and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." When Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. "Let's not take his life," he said. "Don't shed any blood. Throw him in the cistern here in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him." Reuben said this to rescue him from them and take him back to his father. So Joseph came to his brothers. They stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing. And they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty, there was no water in it. As they sat down to eat their meal, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. The camels were loaded with spices, balm, and myrrh, and they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver for the Ishmaelites who took him to Egypt. When Reuben returned to the cistern and saw that Joseph was not there, he tore his clothes. He went back to his brothers and said, "The boy isn't there. Where can I turn now?" Then they got Joseph's robe, slaughtered a goat, and dipped the robe in the blood. They took the ornate robe back to their father and said, "We found this. Examine it to see whether it's your son's robe." He recognized it and said, "It is my son's robe. Some ferocious animal has devoured him. Joseph has surely been torn to pieces." Then Jacob tore his clothes, put on sackcloth, and mourned for his son many days. All his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. "No," he said, "I will continue to mourn until I join my son in the grave." So his father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials, the captain of the guard.
Yeah, I never had even heard of that story. Sure happened. All right, guys, that's neat. That was Genesis 36 through and 37. Yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna wrap up the live tonight. But yeah, if you guys got any kind of questions or comments on that, feel free to comment or say something. You got any questions on that? So you had heard that story before or read about it and everything? Yeah, I hadn't on it. All right, guys. But I appreciate y'all bearing with me for sure. Maybe maybe I can get through this, or yeah, get over this cold pretty quick and stuff, and get to feeling better, and maybe I can go to work tomorrow and make enough to get off a little bit early and everything, and so y'all stay tuned on that, and I'll let you know hopefully in just another day or two. I appreciate y'all bearing with us, man. I really appreciate that, and bearing with us, and it's gonna get better. We're gonna get more consistent with it again for y'all, and get back out here reading these 2 or 3 chapters a night and stuff like we got to do to make the 1 year mark. Even though we are a little bit ahead still, I want to keep that traction going and stay ahead. So let's see, what's up, job man H5G said hi. Colby said appreciate it, hope you get to feeling better. Thanks, man. Same, yeah, appreciate it. I hope y'all have a good night, and go knock out a good hard working day tomorrow. My buddy Ethan said hail. But yeah, so what you got any questions on it? When did you read that, or when have you been through that story?
When I was little.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up in church, we always told that story.
But alright, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, and appreciate y'all bearing with us. That's what means the most, is just bearing with me on these tough days. We've been having to really slug it out at work a lot and everything, and we've been tired coming in and taking care of this 2-year-old and all, so he tears up the house every day. We have to get it back in shape and clean it up, and I got to do our house duties, and help Heather a little bit when I get home in the evenings. So it's just usually about this time when we get on, but we're going to try to start getting on a little bit earlier for y'all, and all that. Ethan said, have a good night. Hey, have a good night, buddy, and we appreciate it, and y'all be safe out there. Y'all tune in to Nick Shirley, take a look at his channel and stuff. I really appreciate what he's doing, exposing all that fraud and stuff up there in Minnesota for the country, and because us Gen Zers, we just ain't going for it, you guys. So we just want we want accountability, and we want truth, and we want action, and we want to see. We don't want none of this opinion-based stuff. We want the raw cut, real truth, like real facts laid out in front of us. So he's got a real good thing going. He was on the Sean Ryan show look up Nick Shirley interview with Sean Ryan, and y'all go blow that channel up and blow that video up and share it around everywhere. He's up to like 1.1 million views on it or something like that right now, but he's got a good thing going, and hopefully I can do some more media press stuff for y'all coming up here soon. I'm gonna try to get more involved, and now that I've got a little bit more time kind of laid back in my schedule, I'm gonna try to get out there and start kind of going around a little bit, especially when I hear of some getting close, like they're protesting right now, and Ethan said I'll check him out soon. Hey, I appreciate that, man, for sure. If you catch a break during your training tomorrow, um, but Colby said, "Save the beavers, save the beavers." yeah, we got a crazy, ridiculous protest going on right now in our town about the beavers and stuff, and God, it's so ridiculous. It's just about flooding, and there's people trying to be divided by the media and everything, and all the stuff going on, and all this spiritual warfare that we're in, and we're out here arguing in our small town right now over some dang beavers. And Colby haha reacted to sent the haha faces emojis because his comment says shave the beavers, but he meant I know what he meant. He meant save the beavers. That's pretty good. Um, but yeah, guys, it's that made me feel better. I appreciate that comment, Colby. That's pretty good. Uh, but yeah, I've got to go on there in a minute. When I'm laying there trying to go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna get caught up on all that drama too, because I posted out a video here y'all might have seen on the channel talking about the beaver protest and stuff. I've been waiting on one of my buddies to come over one night, and we're gonna sit back down and have a short little podcast on it. We're gonna be covering AI and the beaver protest here in town. So if any of y'all are watching right now and y'all want to get on the podcast this week, maybe tomorrow night or the next night whenever I get over this cold, y'all holler at me and we'll get together and try to just maybe for an hour or so even just come over, or we could do it, virtually. I could just add you into my live, over here. I can just like where it said collab or something on live or something. I think you can do it from the comfort of your own home, but y'all holler at me if y'all ever want to debate or talk about some, not even necessarily debate, just talk about it and everything, and let people comment and have their own input or whatever on the beaver debate and AI, because these AI videos are getting crazy. One more thing and I'll shut up. There's don't you believe it? There's a guy. There's a retired Navy SEAL. His name's Chad Wright. He's from a little small town below Rome here in Georgia, and I watch his 3 of 7 Project YouTube channel, and he does podcasts and stuff, and he's a good spiritual man and stuff too, and everything, and so he's been saved, and he does a real good podcast. It's called 3 of 7 Project. His name's Chad Wright. Y'all go look him up also. But he was talking about the AI videos getting so bad the other day. He was talking about how they were copying. He called this guy dumb for falling into the scheme of getting scammed by this AI video, but it was a remake of Chad Wright behind the camera, and he was talking and he was like communicating and asking this guy to send all this stuff and everything, and it looked just like the real Chad. And then Chad watched that video, and he said, I cannot believe this right now. He said, I feel so bad for calling that guy dumb the other day. And he said, I just feel terrible. He said, I apologize to him and everything because after he watched the video and seen how real it was, I mean, AI is getting crazy these days. They can copy videos. They can copy people's faces. He said the cadence of his voice was just a little bit off. That's the only way that Chad knew it was a fake, but anybody else that didn't know him like every single day and didn't listen to him regularly wouldn't have even picked that up, and so he felt bad for calling that guy dumb for getting scammed by his video, because he said, man, they can fake me better than I can fake me. And so when it gets to that point, guys, I mean, it's coming. It really is coming. Ethan said, yeah, that's why I don't use it. Yeah, man, for sure, buddy. Stay away from as much AI as you can, buddy, because I know you're kind of younger and everything, but it's like ruining this new day and age. Whatever generation is right behind the Gen Zs are the one that's really gonna take the most impact from this new AI stuff that's going on. Um, and so it's just getting a mess out here, you guys, with technology just in general and everything. Um, but yeah, y'all stay tuned on that. We got a lot to talk about on that, and it's going to be interesting for sure. You ain't going to want to miss it, that's for sure. So tune in to that, and hopefully I can get one of my buddies over here that'll be kind of equally engaged on it. I want to find somebody that's really kind of interested in that, and seeing where it's going to go and all that won't mind getting out here like me and Nick Fuentes and Nick Shirley and getting out here and giving y'all the real raw, facts. Like, that's what I'm about. I want action. I want to give people the real raw facts about this stuff, and somebody that's got the backbone and courage to do it. I mean, because we're out here doing this stuff that nobody's doing. So I mean, and that's what the Gen Z. That's why people are, that's why everybody was so connected to Charlie Kirk and so connected to Nick Fuentes and Nick Shirley and everything, because we're out here doing what people ain't doing no more. Like, nobody's got this backbone no more, and people want to feel represented, like he was talking about in one of his videos today with Deshaun Ryan and so like we need people like this to get out here and stand up and say something for the people in the background, in the shadows, that believe and feel that way, but we got to be the representation figures for them, and go out there and stand up and make a stand for them, and so anyway, yeah, I don't want to get into all that, but just kind of wrap it up. Ethan, man, if you are still in here listening to stuff, we got a good bit of people in here, but I just don't really know if you're still in here, but yeah, just check into that for sure, and try to stay away from all the technology you can, because when this super AI hits, and it's not if it's for sure gonna hit, but it's just a when it all hits, it's gonna just crash like technology. And he said, I am cool, man. I appreciate it, buddy. It's gonna completely crash like everything to do with like technology, the way we see it, the way we use it, the way we interpret it, the future of it, of where it's gonna go, and it's gonna just like we're gonna have to, you ain't even gonna know what to trust anymore. Like, you're gonna see these videos on the internet. First of all, don't believe anything that you see on like shorts and videos on the internet, because we've known this for years. We can't hardly trust anything, but you don't think you can trust anything now. Wait till super AI comes out and everything, and so it's gonna get real ugly. And I'm really kind of fearful for the direction that's gonna go, because you're not gonna know who to trust anymore, and it's gonna go back to like our founding father days there on the Second Amendment. It's gonna go back to the days of having to spread communication by word of mouth and by face-to-face interactions and stuff, and that's the only way you're going to know if it's the real person, saying that, and if it's coming from the real person and all. So it's going to be a great reset, that's for sure. It's going to be a reset for a lot of things, I feel like, but I can't wait to get into that topic, you guys. I really am passionate about that, and I get excited about talking about stuff like this, because it's real stuff that really matters, and it's very important for you guys, and especially the younger generation coming up, because y'all are the future, and y'all are the new, going to be the new leaders someday, and the new generation that we got to set a good example for. So just, that's my words of advice tonight, is just try to get back in this good book all you can, and try to simplify your life, and just get out of the technology and get back out to nature, and the way God intended it and everything to be. So y'all have a blessed night, and hope y'all have a good week. And good night, you guys.